Hi guys, it's me Beata from Horoscopes and Readings.com, and in today's video I would like to cover topic of your Plutonian partner. So who is a Pluto person? Who is your Plutonian partner? First of all, obviously you have to know some information, or you have to have some knowledge about astrology to be even able to somehow digest this video. But Plutonian partner is the person whose Pluto is making some significant aspects, preferably to your personal planet in Synastry. So Synastry is really your relationship horoscope, where we see two birth charts of people, how they actually get together in daily life. Okay, so this is what's called Synastry. So when I do readings for my clients, I obviously have a professional program which calculates for me these synastry aspects and orbs. But there are some free websites like astro.com, where you can put yours and your partner's data and you will get synastry. So Plutonian partner is someone whose Pluto is actually in some major aspects, like he's the Pluto and you are like Venus, and there is some sort of tight aspect whatsoever, right? We all know that difficult contacts are felt, let's say, more intensely, obviously. Especially with Pluto, you might be very much struck by Pluto person from very beginning, and this is actually, especially with Pluto Venus difficult contacts, it's like Venus person falls in love very deeply and madly and very quickly, with Pluto person. But yeah, especially with Pluto Venus square or opposition, this can be tough, to live like happily ever after. But obviously there are exceptions, because we have to start with birth chart. But general rule is like Pluto square Venus is difficult contact to live with. And if Venus person wants to let a Pluto person go, like their Plutonian partner, this can be tough cookie to swallow. In this video I would like to give you some tips, even though it's actually complexity of the problems, and in today's culture we really like to have simple and quick and easy solutions, but it is not always like that. So if I were you, or if I have been, and I certainly were in that type of situation, first of all, I would like to search why this is even happening to me, right? Why I have some sort of Plutonian partner in my life, what is it in my energy, what actually draw that person to me? Okay, why is this happening? Maybe again, right? Because this stuff can actually happen repeatedly. It's not always like one time thing. Well, letting go of Plutonian partner can be difficult. In my opinion, this requires a lot of discipline and a lot of really, state of consciousness, where you are able or even willing to let that person go. In my opinion, with Pluto contacts, we are always digging deep into some sort of soul ties. It's like really your soul is being somehow tied to that other person. But it is just my understanding of this problematic. But we can agree that there is really bond that is really deep, right? um, it's like sometimes we can actually feel, even painfully feel, that their soul is tethered to ours like forever, right? No matter what we do, we are still carrying their energy with us. And this can be very exhausting, right? Because with Plutonian partner, things, even though they were the best at the beginning, they can actually turn to be very nasty later as relationship progresses. Now, when personal planet person wants to move on, well, this will obviously requires a lot of strength, because what what uh, what sometimes, or I would even say usually happens, is that Pluto person um, will try to stop, personal planet person from moving on, right? This can be very threatening experience for Pluto person, when personal planet person wants to move on with their life. And of course, Pluto person will do pretty much everything what's in their power to prevent this situation from happening. But Pluto definitely operates subtly, but like the core energy of Pluto is really their fear of losing their control over personal planet person. So then what Pluto person does is really, Pluto person can actually, cheat, lie, can actually use uh, all sorts of manipulative tactics on a personal planet person. And it is going to be up to personal planet person how deeply and really serious they are um, aware of what is really going on, and what is really personal planet person intention with their life, because with Pluto person, you can very easily end up in all sorts of toxic relationships, or all sorts of entanglements that are just not healthy. But the problem is that, uh, this actually can last like even years to get over it, even if that person is not in our life anymore. Okay, so therapy is obviously one of the best things you can do for you if you want to move on with your life, and just really cut your losses and really understand your lessons in this relationship, but to move on. Sometimes we are so deeply really involved with our Plutonian partner that we sometimes don't even know what is reality and what is like our imagination. Especially Pluto person can definitely tell us things that have power over us, and that have power to really persuade us, but in negative way, right? All our relationships start with our own self-worth. How much do you value yourself? And if you value yourself enough, you have to walk away. Okay, and in this video I'm not telling you that every, let's say, Pluto square Venus relationship is toxic, but in my opinion some of them very well may be, because especially this contact in Synastry is famously known contact that is seen repeatedly in a synastry of couples that are having extramarital affairs. Okay, and it is really no accident. So of course, best advice would be not even to get involved in such connections, but sometimes we really need to go through these experiences. But the problem is that, the longer we are in there, the more difficult it is for us to leave. Okay, so this was my analysis and some advices on this topic. If you want, you can definitely contact me. I can check your relationship horoscope, and I can actually offer you um, bunch of horoscopes. Really, everything is listed on my website, horoscopesandreadings.com, or you can read in the description below this video how to order your reading. It is very simple, and astrology is great tool, and can bring you really a lot of answers. So that's all I have for you today. I wish you a very nice week, and bye bye.